Welcome back to your friendly neighborhood AI wife. Instead of my husband sneaking off behind the curtain, we have my cat. I swear my cats want to come right out here as soon as I start filming. Say hello, Olympia. You're going to say anything? And nothing. Well, welcome back to my friendly neighborhood AI wife. We are going to get straight into the videos today. I am not going to waste any time. Let's get it cracking. Okay, the before and after on his teeth is nothing short of witchcraft. Oh, honey. Oh.
Big change, okay?
Dealing with the dentist can be a pain.
And I'm scared
You're
right
scared?
now, but furthermore, I know it could be
Let's
good
go.
for the future of my health.
I bet. Your teeth are so important.
Bad sometimes, you know your mouth ratty, teeth
Oh,
out, fall out.
babe.
You want to smile in nobody's face. And you know what I'm saying? You out in the crowd. You stand back and hold your mouth.
Right?
Yeah.
Why are they stuck like that? Oh my
Do
lord.
you think that beautiful teeth will provide you grow up with your self-confidence?
Oh yeah.
How did this even
100%.
happen?
Oh yeah. That'll change a whole lot of stuff.
Oh my
I
gosh.
want to look good. I want to work out good. You know what I'm saying?
Today, you will be a new man, bro.
Okay.
Trust me.
I know.
They're not going to show us the after? Okay, let's go. Let's
By
see.
hand in my heart, you will be a new man.
Ooh! Okay, they completely changed his mouth. Took out all of those old teeth and put in new implants. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's so happy.
By hand in my heart.
Sometimes I think they should make them a little yellow just so that they look, more realistic. What's this? Is the door open? What are we looking at? What was that? Commuters on a packed city metro service have copped an unusual shock after the train took off with one door wide open. How about no?
No siblings have the same parents. No siblings have the same family. No siblings have the same childhood. Why not?
Because
whole
your
lot of
parents
reasons.
treat the
Number
other ones
one,
differently.
There's the birth order. Parents don't relate to the first child the way they relate to the second child. Then there's gender differences. Parents don't relate to... I'm not talking about whether parents love the kids or not. I'm talking about what actually happens. The child doesn't experience the parents' love. The child experiences the way the parent shows up. So, number one. Number two, the parents' relationship might be in a different phase, one child and another. Then, the parents might be in a different economic situation.
Yeah.
The parents' lives might be different. Then, each child will evoke a different response from the parent. Like with my 3 kids or your 3 kids, it's not that I loved or we loved any one of them more than the other, but we responded to them differently. And there's one more factor, which is children are born with different temperaments, which is they experience the world differently. So even if I could be the same parent to all my kids, which I couldn't be, they'd still have 3 different parents because they would experience me differently. No siblings have the same parents. No siblings have the same family.
I believe that, and I feel that too. I come from a blended family, and there were 8 of us. So 8. I was the youngest. I was much younger. There was a large age gap between me and my oldest brother and older sister. So I do remember, like, by the time I got into high school and stuff, my parents were just like done. They were just so tired from having the older kids, that they were just kind of worn out by me. And not just as far as like parenting and how much involved they were. I can relate on that way that parents aren't the same because they were much different with my older brothers and sisters versus me. And then I do know, as far as like the love, my mom always favored my one brother over all of us. She favored him a lot more, and she never really just said,
Hey, I love your brother more.
but we just felt it. At least I did anyways. And so I do believe that a mom and dad are different for each child because each child has its own set of needs and how you interact with that child. And even my kids, they're very different. 3 different kids, we're parenting our youngest much different than the first. So I think that is going to be I think that is very accurate in different ways. It just depends. But I agree with that. I think that it changes based on the kid, the relationship with the parent, and a variety of scenarios too, how it is different. So it's not just, oh, the one kid's loved more, or one kid is parented more, or one kid has more responsibilities. Because like for me, I'm the youngest, and I talk to my husband who's the oldest child has so many more responsibilities put on them at times that I didn't realize that, being the youngest. Sometimes we become so much the baby and everybody does everything from us, which kind of makes us resent that too. Because I remember at one point in my life, I'm like, God, I'm tired of being the baby. I just want to be able to do things on my own, and I want everybody to look at me as not the baby. But as the oldest, I'm sure they're probably like, gosh, I'm tired of having to take on all the responsibility and do everything. But the parents treated them all differently. So I absolutely agree with what he's saying there.
Holy look at that!
What?
Watch as waves up to 40 feet rock this cruise ship on its way back from Antarctica. Leslie Murphy was on board.
The best way I can describe it is being
scared
on a roller coaster for 48 hours straight. And to some people, that's exhilarating. And for others, I think it could be just kind of hell on earth.
There's like a massive one.
Passengers seen tossed around the hallways.
Plates were smashing everywhere. And that's when you see people kind of looking at each other being like, is this normal? Should this be happening?
Just keep a hand on the ship at all times.
Eventually, those on board locked down in their cabins. The ship was traveling through the infamous Drake Passage between Antarctica and South America, known for its occasional rough conditions.
You're standing there thinking, if this class goes, but I had full faith in
they
that
got
ship.
at the time that they were there.
Captain, it was a ride and a roller coaster of a lifetime.
So, like I've always said, I've probably said it, not a billion, but it feels like a billion times now on this channel. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen in the water. Water is my arch nemesis. Water will take you out. Everything changes very quickly with water. I am not a person who's ever been on a cruise. I think maybe one day I might go, but the idea of being out in the middle of the ocean, it just doesn't, it's not appealing to me. It's not appealing to me. It's like if something happens, if we're capsized, I don't want to be out in the middle of nowhere. So here in Alaska, just this past week, I saw a story where a family was flying on a plane, and the plane kind of went, the people on the plane went with no contact, and one of the passengers on the plane's father was like, I cannot reach my daughter. I do not know what's going on. What happened to the plane? So he puts out a PSA to like, hey, if anybody's there, can you go look for the plane? Can you see what's going on? Somebody gets into their smaller plane and goes out looking for this plane. They find the plane in the water. It was in the water, and there were 3 people, his daughter included, on the wings. So, maybe was it the grandpa? I might be telling the story a little wrong as far as was it the grandpa, or because I think one of the dads was on. So when the pilot flies over the plane, he looks on the plane and there's 3 people. There's a gentleman, either he was a dad of one of the girls or something, but they're all on top of the plane standing there trying not to freeze because they had been out there all night, not to fall in the water. 1 standing, 2 are sitting, and it's just like, it's water. You see what I'm saying? Like water. You just don't know what can happen. I don't want to go out in the ocean. I don't want to. I know what happens. It can get really serious, and this does not look good to me. I don't want to do that. I just totally went on a rant. It happens.
Look at it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's gonna fall in the house.
Oh, it's so heavy. It's massive. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh. She said, Timber, I'm tired. I hope everybody was okay. On the power lines is never good. That is dangerous. Severe weather worsened over northern Michigan as cold temperatures led to freezing rain. Thousands are now without power as trees weighed down by ice collapsed onto homes and power lines.
Blind up pretty low.
Oh, man. Shout out to our crews that come in and help. I'm sure those are firemen mixed with people in the town. Shout out to them.
We're giving y'all a show right now.
Yeah!
What's going on? Stripper goes viral for her Ultra Fest pole dance in Miami.
That's the third year in a row. It's the Hungarian dog. That's fucking some Miami ass shit right there. Yeah.
And she's got all of her handles on there. Oh, I tell you what.
Hey, yo. Hey, guys, she has a mom. She has a mom, guys.
Oh. Everybody's like, gather round. Gather round. You know what's wild? This is what we've come to because there's not, well, at least where I'm from, there's no more good strip clubs. The last time me and my old man went to one, just garbage. They used to be classy joints, and I know what you're thinking, like a strip club's not a classy joint. To each their own. There used to be some level of sophistication in there, right? One thing I will tell you is I prefer when the girls are not just completely walking around all in the nude. There's something about the layers, the taking it off, right? But you can't even go to the strip club for that. And the reason why I brought that up is that we're at this point to where we all have to sit outside somebody's house to watch them. Gosh, is that where we're at? Because you're not going to find me going to drive to some hotel so I could watch it through the window. I would just rather not even watch at this point. It sucks out at this joints. It sucks here. This is just, this is where we are. Oh. Yeah, let's go.
You're crazy.
Largest employers by state. Yeah, that makes sense. Healthcare where I'm at.
You're crazy.
Oh my gosh. Look at where Walmart's at. Look at where Walmart is. Walmart has taken over. Look at that. All of the orange is Walmart. The turquoise is healthcare. Education is in blue. And others is in the yellow. Oh my goodness. So everybody's just working at Walmart in these places. The largest employer is Walmart. Where I'm at, I swear we have a new doctor's office popping up every single second. The hospitals just keep getting larger and larger and larger and larger.
Hold your breath and count to 10.
Ooh.
Feel the earth move.
Oh, we are going to mute that because we are not trying to get in trouble. Listen, talk about fast. A little Bugatti is driving down the road. I would be holding on to my pearls on the right side. Freaking out. There's no speed limit. Is this the Autobahn? That's what my dad used to tell me about. My dad was stationed in Germany way back in the day. Way back in the day. Oh, let's get that on there. That's crazy. That is so fast. That would be very exhilarating. Okay, we're going to move on. Unmute that for you. Ooh, Tetris in real life.
This device makes smuggling nearly impossible.
Oh, boy.
Customs officers no longer need to dismantle your car, because with this ingenious device, they can instantly detect hidden items. It even works through metal, so it can even spot things buried deep inside your car. This device makes smuggling nearly impossible.
The first thing I think about is, so can they bring that to the airport? Because I am tired of dang near getting strip searched for walking through the machine every single time they got to pat me down. I was to the point where I was just going to start walking through there in bikinis. Like, there's nothing in here. Leave me alone. But for them, I'm sure it makes their job much easier when they have to go through and look at cars, because I'm very surprised on how many different hiding spots a person has come up with in their car to smuggle stuff across the border or into illegal areas. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, we're done with this. What can we create that will help us to locate the bad stuff, the weapons, the illegal drugs, whatever the case may be, whatever you're smuggling. We are going to use this handy dandy gadget. So good on them. Good on them. But I would appreciate that at the airport, because I am seriously tired of it. It never not happens. It's just always a thing. I'm very used to it. I am very used to it at this point. Well, that was enough of that. And I am going to leave you on this one. And I'm going to come back and do more. But I have got to be a mom and go to a parent meeting. You know, I'm a volunteer. I do those things too. When I'm not here making content, I'm being a mom and a wife. That's the business. Okay, that's how I juggle this. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you. So until next time, peace out.
Chin up, little homie, there's enough lanes for you to trip a couple times and still be in the game. I'm guilty in the lane, I should have been carpooling. I am a crew, y'all shoot, I be